So I'm making this video because I have a lot of spare time and yeah, I have nothing to do, so why not? So I'm gonna talk about the time I was dating a gangbanger. Yes, I was one of those stupid people who liked kicking it all the time and like hanging out with niggas that banged and thought they were cool and did a bunch of stupid shit, right? But yeah, I was so crazy for this guy. Anyways, this nigga gave me an STD and then tried to blame it on me. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. So, I mean, I always kind of knew he was a hoe. I mean, you know, all gangbangers are hoes. So I met him, you know, I was like, blah, blah, blah. So we started lurking because I liked him through his shit. And then he's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. He's like, are you talking to somebody, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, don't you have a girlfriend? Because I seen some bitch post, like, his name and post a picture of him with little hearts. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, sorry, I don't talk to guys who are taken. So whatever, right? We stopped talking for a cool months. I got out of school, got my car, actually. And I mean, I always wanted to meet him, but I was shy of what he would think of me because he had a lot of pretty bitches on his side or whatever. So I was like nervous, right? And then when I had my car, and I was also a little bit scared because I mean, this guy would post, you know, pictures of guns and him like, you know, going to like, I don't know, he just scared me because he always had guns around and all his homies looked crazy and shit. So I was like, okay, whatever, you know. And this was actually like 2 years ago. I met him 2 years ago, and yeah. So I was 2 years ago. I'm not gonna say his name, but I'm gonna call him Brian. Okay, let's pretend his name was Brian. So you know, I met Brian. We started kicking it out. I couldn't. He said, "Oh, come to my house," but I would never go to his house. You know, me walking because I was scared. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not about to go walking, boy." Yeah. Okay. So then I was like, I got my car and I was like, "Hey, let's kick it. Let's go, like, you know, drive around somewhere and like talk for the first time or whatever." So he's like, "All right, then shoot through my pad." I went. He actually lived like 2 blocks away from me. Crazy, right? And then I was like, okay, whatever. I went, and he was pretty chill, you know. We went to go cruise around or whatever. We put music and shit. Yeah, I know he didn't have a car, but oh well. But he was so cute. Okay, so then yeah. And then after the date was over, he was like, "Hey, I really like you. Sorry, I stuttered. I really like you. You were a nice person. I like how we were like communicating, blah blah blah, some shit like that. I forgot." And then I was like, "Yeah, you know, I like you too. You're cool." And he's like, "I hope I really get to know you, blah blah blah." He's like, "Sweet dreams." And the thing that I liked the most about him was that every time I left his house, or like, you know, left him wherever the fuck I left him at, like he'll be like, "Be safe." And I just thought that was cute. Maybe I'm just stupid, but okay. So yeah, and so all that was like whatever. I started seeing him like the 4th time I saw him. Oh no, wait, the 2nd time I saw him, it was a rainy day. He was just like laying on my lap and shit, and we were just like chilling. And we didn't like fuck or nothing, and like we kissed, but that's it. And I thought that was so cute that he just laid on my lap. I was like, oh my god, this guy is so cute. He's like my little baby, you know. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, and then whatever, blah blah blah. You know, the 4th time we did kick it, we had unprotected sex. Yeah, we had unprotected sex. I always got checked after I got sex because I don't really trust guys. I know it's stupid. I mean, I really learned my lesson now, but I've been through a couple of problems before, so. I went to go get checked, whatever. He would continuously go to jail and then get out, go to jail and get out. And I remember this one time he like totally like, I don't know, he stopped talking to me, and I thought it was because he didn't like me, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna like be on his sack and shit. So then I was just like, okay, whatever. When he got out of jail, he's like, damn, you didn't even message me or text me, blah blah blah. And then I was like, I thought you were ignoring me. So yeah, he's like, well, I was locked up. And then I was like, hey, whatever. We ended up kicking it, you know, more unprotected sex. Point is, I was so attached to him, like, I wouldn't be fucking around with no other guy, so it would just be him. And I remember this one time he got out of jail, he hit me up, and we would talk only sometimes, like, yes, no, yes, no. Most of the time was because he would get locked up, or he'd be on his shit, like, kicking it with his homies and doing, you know, gang shit, which is stupid, by the way, because they don't do shit all day, but, like, do drugs and sell drugs, so, yeah. Anyways, so at that time, he called me, and I think I was at work and I got out. So he called me, and he's all like, hey, guess what? I just got out of jail, blah, blah, blah. I went, kicked it with him. I had unprotected sex. And a couple days after, I went to the doctor because I went to go take an after pill. I was not trying to get pregnant. And I told him. He's all like, you know, I was like, I'm gonna go take an after pill, blah, blah, blah. I went to go get tested. I got a call from my doctor. And then he was like, hey, you think you could come here? It's important. And I was like, okay, whatever. I went. The doctor tells me, yeah, you have gonorrhea. This nigga gave me gonorrhea. So, you know, I was so fucking pissed. They gave me a shot on my butt cheek, yeah. Then after that, that's it. And then I just remember, I know they gave me some pills too, actually. They gave me a shot and some pills. Okay, so they gave me pills, and what I thought the doctor said was, hey, these two are for you. Like, one is for him and one is for you. But it was really two for me. But anyways, okay, that same day, we called him. And then I was like, hey, I need to talk to you. It's important. And then he was like, what is it about? So I hear his homies laughing in the background, like, what the fuck? And then I heard in his voice, this nigga was fucked up. He used to like to fuck with Zanny, so whatever. And then I was like, okay, whatever, you know. Picked him up, and then he's like, what happened? And then I was like, I'll tell you right now. So I go park. We go to the liquor store. I tell him to go buy something to drink. We go park around the corner, and I tell him, I was like, who are you fucking with? And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you gave me an STD. Who are you fucking with? And this nigga's like, you're the one who's fucking with somebody else. I just came out of jail. Like, they tested me in there. And then I was like, what the fuck? You got me fucked up because I've only been with you. You know, like, I've only been with you. You can't be telling me that it's me. So this nigga tries to throw it all on me. Like, I'm the hoe. Alright, my bad, that was my aunt calling. But yeah, so he tried to throw it on me, and I was like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious right now? So, you know, I got fucking pissed, and I was like, you got me so fucked up. And I was like, here, take one of the pills, you know, and I'm gonna take mine, because, yeah, they told me that, you gave me an STD. And then I was like, and it can't be me, because I've only been with you. So here, the thing is that, like, oh, I just came out of jail, blah, 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 with the woo, that supposedly, you know, that I gave it to him, but it doesn't make sense. So whatever. I told him, I was really upset at the time. I would never, ever, like, I would never, ever get rid of a child. But I just lied to him. I was like, you know what? If I'm pregnant, I'm gonna get rid of the baby. I don't want nothing to do with you no more. So he was like so butthurt because I said that, and then he started crying. I don't know if it was the drugs or he actually felt something for me. Could be the drugs, because I mean, he was homie all the time. Okay, so then I was just like, okay, whatever. So he was just like, man, he's like, so what, are we like ending this or what? And then I was like, I don't know, I mean, you cheated on me, so. And he was like, are you fucking serious? He's all like, what the fuck, you're tripping? And then I was just like, how am I tripping? And I was like, you know what? And if I'm pregnant, I'm gonna get rid of this shit. And then he's like, that means you don't care about me or the baby, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like so mad, you know, and sad. And then he was, I don't know what the fuck, but he was pissed. And so he had a gun on him, and this nigga loaded the gun. I mean, I wasn't scared because I didn't think he would shoot me. He's like, you know what, let's go drive around and shoot somebody. And then I was like, the fuck, this nigga's tripping. And I was like, you're fucking tripping. And I was like, you know what? And then he's like, you know what, I don't want shit to do with you either, blah, blah, blah. So I went to go drop him off to his homie's pad. And then I was like, are you fucking serious? Like, we're gonna end shit? I know I'm stupid. And then he's like, well, you're the one who doesn't want shit to do with me no more. And then I was like, well, it's because of you, you know, like, trying to make me feel like the bad person. Like, I don't know, whatever. Point is, he had something on his hand, and it felt hard. You know, I don't know what the fuck it was. And when he got out of the car, he threw it at me. I don't know if it was a bullet or I don't know what the fuck it was. But point is, he threw it at me. And I started tearing up, right? At this point, I was like mad and so sad. And I was like, this nigga really threw some shit at me. And then he's all like, so yeah, he just threw it. And then I started crying out. And he came to hug me. He's like, I'm sorry, babe, blah, blah, blah. He's like, so we're good, right? So here's my dumbass being like, no, fuck you. But he kept kissing me. So I was just like, okay, babe, I forgive you. So my dumbass kept seeing this guy. So even after he gave me this STD, like, I was still on his sack. So by this time, I already knew he was a hoe, right? Okay. So then, you know, time goes by. He calls me whenever he feels like it, whenever he just wants to fuck. That's it. And I was just like, okay, whatever. So here's my dumbass. I'm still staying with him, still messing around with him. And when he actually passed away last year around May 2017, and I found out that he had a lot of bitches. Yeah. Everybody was posting pictures of him like, oh, rest in peace, blank, you know. And I was just like, what the fuck? This nigga. And I've never really liked the nigga this much. Like, I got him a sweater. I got this nigga a motherfucking sweater, dude. Like, I never get shit for niggas. But yeah. Point is, it was so sad. Because he broke my heart. Even when he died, he broke my heart. That shit's fucked up. And yeah, so when I hit it up this bitches, you know, and I was just like, hey, you know, I was like, you had a thing with this guy? And then they were like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, really? I saw him 2 days before he died. He's like, I saw him the day that he died. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, this nigga really played me. This nigga got me good as fuck. But it's okay though, because you know what, all is forgiven. And I just hope you rest in peace because I love you. So yeah, and that's my story time. What point of this story time is that a lot of people have unprotected sex, and you know, people who are in parties and all that shit, and like to drink and like smoke and all that, they do drugs and shit, and you hit up parties, and girl, you need to take care of yourself because you don't want to end up with some STDs. I mean, thank God that I got just gonorrhea because that shit is like curable, but imagine if I would have gotten AIDS. I think I would have been, I don't know, so mad at myself. I mean, I'm mad at myself now for letting guys treat me like shit, like this guy, but I will always miss him. And the crazy thing is that I will always, I don't know, I'm just dumb. Well, never mind, it's a different story time. But yeah, yes, it's very important for girls to use protection while having sex because you never know who they're having sex with, and the people who are having sex with them are having sex with other people, so it's just like a vicious cycle of, you know, possible STDs. I don't know. And so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I'll see you guys later.